Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And at 8:17, KELY News, sponsored by Sahara Motors. The Kawasaki KX450 built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. Look for fair skies through Wednesday. Today's high 69 degrees with a chance of showers Thursday heading into the weekend. Those April showers, we badly need them. White Pine County Commissioners will tackle key hiring decisions and a potential new lease at the county golf course when they meet on Wednesday, 9 a.m. in the historic courthouse courtroom. KELY will broadcast the meeting live. Leading the agenda, commissioners will interview candidates for two top administrative positions, Human Resources Director and Finance Director and Comptroller. Two candidates scheduled for HR Director interviews late in the morning, followed by a potential action to extend a job offer. Immediately after, the board will interview a candidate for Finance Director and could also move to authorize an employment offer pending background checks and contract terms. Sources tell KELY the HR Director resigned just prior to the Commission's firing of Finance Director Kathy Workman over the planned method of Workman's termination. Also drawing attention, the Commission will consider whether to move forward with leasing out the commercial kitchen and bar facility at the White Pine County Golf Course. The item calls for approval to advertise the lease, a step toward reopening or repurposing the space. Earlier in the meeting, commissioners will updates for fire officials on district progress and consider approval of more than $54,000 in grant funding for juvenile services and emergency response equipment, including resources for hazardous materials and electric vehicle fires, a serious concern. A public hearing scheduled for 10 o'clock on the fair market value of a county parcel, followed by additional discussion on property matters and budget direction for the golf course. The agenda also includes an update from the Great Basin Children's Advocacy Center, a possible proclamation recognizing April as Child Abuse Prevention Month, and consideration of up to $100,000 in continued county support. Commissioner Pat Robinson also placed an item on the agenda to ask that the meetings be moved back to the library conference room, stating handicapped accessibility concerns. Additional items include resolutions on property transfers and several approvals involving county offices and interlocal agreements. White Pine County Sheriff's Office responded to a variety of calls on Thursday, including threats, domestic disturbances, and welfare checks. Deputies investigated a report of threats from an out-of-state ex-partner, along with a harassment complaint involving repeated phone calls. Several domestic incidents were also reported in Ely, with deputies providing guidance on protection orders and separating those involved. Welfare checks included concerns about individuals possibly considering self-harm. In each case, deputies made contact and reported the individuals were safe, providing resources where needed. On the roads, deputies handled a two-vehicle crash in the city and a collision with a deer on a state highway. That was referred to Nevada State Police. Additional calls included stranded motorists, a public nuisance involving illegal burning, and a pedestrian welfare check along a county roadway. Tensions ran high at a Republican candidate forum in Reno, highlighting divisions over loyalty to President Trump and residency in Nevada's only GOP-held congressional district. In the race for Attorney General, Danny Tarkanian defended himself against claims he opposed Trump, pointing to his support during the 2016 campaign. Opponent Adriana Guzman-Freilich pushed back, questioning his consistency. Meanwhile, candidates for the 2nd Congressional District clashed over who truly represents northern Nevada. Retired Lieutenant Colonel David Flippo faced criticism from businessman Fred Simon, who accused him of being a carpetbagger with ties to Las Vegas. The forum comes ahead of the June primary, with Democrats aiming to flip the seat for the first time. At 8:21 for Sahara Motors, that's a check of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.